Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am Chris and this is Crafty Chris, and today we're making a Halloween card. Layered stencils. I go into more detail at the beginning of the video, so let's get crafting. Some of the supplies we'll be using today, Tim Holtz inks. We're going to be using the vintage photo, the antique linen, the mustard seed, the black soot, and then I have these fun layer dies. I believe I got these off of Amazon. They're just kind of wacky and fun. If I can find the link, I will put it in the description. When I first started crafting, I didn't save any of the packaging. I should have. I didn't know I was going to be a famous YouTube card maker. Anyways, if I can find the link to these, I will definitely put them in the description below. We're going to be using some embellishments. They're just cute little black embellishments. It's fun, different sizes. Of course, ink blending, because I have a stencil that I did get at Michael's for 2025, their collection for Halloween. So we'll be doing this for our card base. Looks fun. And then of course, this is last year's Halloween paper pack. It's a 12 by 12 paper pack. Don't be intimidated by 12 by 12. Just cut it up and use what you can. Always store the extra pieces just right here. That's where I keep them. And then of course, this is the back we're going to use. So let's get crafting. Okay, we're going to start out by cutting this down to size. This is just one of my scraps that I use, so I'm hoping it is big enough. It is. It's 4 1/4. And then we need it to be 5 1/2. Not bad. Let's even that up. I'm so bad about cutting it uneven. Okay. And I will put that in the front of my paper pack there. And then I'm just taking a standard A2 card base cardstock. 80 pounds. And these are the stencils. This is what it's supposed to look like when we're finished. Let's see if that's the case. I may do some splattering. I haven't decided yet. I didn't have splattering in my list. These are numbered. Right up here at the very top. You can see number 1. And I do go in order. So I just like to make sure they're in order. 1, 2... 3, and 4. Okay. We just need to find a good spot on our board. Or on our cardstock, not necessarily our board. We need to tape that down. And I just use Post-it note tape. So for the spider web, we are going to use the black soot. Or is it salt? Soot. Salt. I'm not sure I really need, I will need it. I need that for everything. If you do not have one of these, I would definitely recommend it. Get a sharp point, and you just flip it over and look. Pretty nifty. I enjoy it. It's good to remove stuff. Okay. Oops. Of course, I picked up the wrong brush, Christopher. Okay, let's go with the black brush. The best way to ink blend is whenever you don't have a lot. Now, if your stencil pops up a lot of loose edges, you do not want to go in circular motion. I believe I learned that off of Gina K. Our next one is number 2. You can see it. Can you see it? Probably not. Okay, and we're going to line that back up in the corner because that is where I had the other one, isn't it? Oh, I had it wrong. Okay. Okay, you can kind of see as I'm doing this, when you're trying to layer this up, if you pay attention to the spider web, you can kind of see where the line stops. So we're going to go with that. Oops. I'm going to use the same color, but I'm going to go in at a heavier hand. But as you can see here, if you go in a circular motion, you don't have the white spots on the edges. That looks so good. Just going to do a little bit of the mustard seed for the candle. I don't really need a really big brush. I don't know what that is on my ink pad. There we go. Just blew right off. Now we're going to use some vintage photo for the actual candle stick. If I can figure out how to do it, I will link to these in the description. Okay. See how you would get black on the back of that, so you can't really use that again. So, okay, we're going to do the bat again. So let's cover up the skull. We need to use that black soot. Should have just left that out. Oh no, I just dropped the lid to my pokey tool. I'll probably never find it. Oh goodness. Cover up that candle. Okay, now for the skull, we're going to do antique linen. Since this is kind of light, I'm going to kind of go a little heavy-handed. I'm putting a little bit of pressure to this, not a lot. Now I do have the candle that I need to put on there, and I did not account for the candle. Let me see. I wonder if we could go with a light hand on Saltwater Taffy. Kind of gives it a very light. Just don't go real heavy, because we just want it to kind of pop just a little. Just a little bit. Okay. Now that one I did not get any ink on, so we should be able to use that one again. There's a little bitty hole for the flame. The base of the flame plus the skull. We're going to be able to get them at the same time. Oh, I think so. Yep. We are. Now if I don't move, let me tape this down. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that little bitty flame. So we're going to use a little bit more colors than what I originally thought, but that's okay. This is the spice marmalade. Ooh, sounds yummy. Okay, that's all we need on that. That's it. Don't need any more of this color. Put it to the side. And cover that up, and this is where we're going to go with the vintage photo. I really like this color. Put my little picky tool over there. And this is pretty dark, so you don't have to go too heavy on it. We're going to do a peel and reveal. Look at that. Is that just not amazing? I know, minus that. Pretend like that's not there. But see how the pink kind of just brought out that candle, but because I mean, you wouldn't see white. I have some Tim Holtz Distress Oxide inks. Oh, I have these two. Hold on, let me show them to you. I have the Distress Spritz Weathered Wood and Walnut Stain. I think that would look good on there. So let's try those. I have not opened this one. Oh yes, I have. I just left the plastic on and just took off the plastic to the top. Just shake these up. Because you want to get all that stuff in the bottom out. As you see on this one, I haven't shook it up very well. There's a little ball in there. You can probably hear it. Shake, 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 shake. Okay. Now let me get out my splatter box, which is a Simon Says Stamp Card Kit of the Month box, which is so good for so many things. I do prop it up like this to help reduce the splatter, but I have learned with splatter, doesn't matter what you do. It is going to get on so many things. Okay, now this is the weathered wood. So is that brown? I wonder. Let's find out. No, that's kind of gray. Okay, so I do like to go at an angle. Oops. Let's just put this right there. Ooh, pretty. See, I got it all over my hands. And this shimmers too, I believe. Because it looks like it's got glitter in it. Okay, now we're going to go in with the walnut stain. Shake, 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 shake. And now I do need a little bit more on this corner right here. I always spray right there just to... Was this the same color? Almost looks like it's the same color, but it's not, I promise. That does really warp your paper, look at that. So don't freak out if that happens. It doesn't happen as bad if you use 110-pound cardstock. But I didn't want to use 110-pound cardstock, so well, it doesn't matter how we get it on there or where we put it at on the paper. I'm going to go back in with the Tim Holtz Black Soot. Stamp that down. This is the first time we've used this. Stamp. Oh, look, I put it in upside down. Good thing I wasn't stamping it on the card. See, that's why I don't stamp on the cards yet. I'm not there yet. As this is little and it's delicate, we don't want to use the hockey book. Oh yeah, that looks good. Look at that. Well, look at that. I'm going to cut this out twice just so I can have a double layer. As you can see, my washi tape and mint tape graveyard right there. Could have probably just used that instead of getting a new piece. That's okay. Because especially with the mint tape, you can use that so many times. So many times. Look at that. Oh, I actually did a pretty good job. And we're going to bring out these wonky die cuts. Now I'm going to use this big one if it'll fit. I'm going to have to look this up. I'm pretty sure I got it off Amazon. I don't think this is one I got at a craft haul or my local craft shop whenever they do. But see how that shimmer spray from Tim Holtz made that so shiny? It looks so good. Look at that. It almost looks embossed. It doesn't feel embossed though, but it looks good. I'm impressed. Now we do need to make sure we cut off our little thing over there, our little side there. So, and this does not have to be straight on here. You just pick your favorite position. Okay, that looks good. I always try to flip my die plate every time I take it out. So when I pick it up, I just put it in. That way I know it gets flipped. Well, I've used it quite a bit. I dropped my picky, the top to this. It's on the floor here somewhere. We'll find it. Okay. Get some glue, which I like the Barely Arts glue. For now. I feel like the last couple of months a lot of companies have come out with their own glue, and maybe they've always had it out and I've just never really paid any attention before. It's like, use our glue. There we go. Definitely want to use glue because there's no way I would ever line that up on the first shot. See, even if you did a different background color, let's say you did black, you could offset a little bit. That would look pretty neat. But I've already done this, so we're not going to do it. We are going to use some black foam tape, if I can find it. One good thing about this being black, it sticks out a little bit. Like I just did, you can barely see because it's black. Okay, now you do want to make sure the bats are going up. Okay, pretty good. Let's get our little trash can. Now I have noticed it is so much easier. I'll get back in there. Did you see that? He jumped out. It's so much easier to peel this stuff off if you get a better quality foam. Okay. Do y'all think I can do this? I think I can. Oh, perfect! Look at that. Look at that. Just attach this to an A2 card base and you've got yourself a Halloween. Oh, hold on. I forgot to add my sentiment. Lord Jesus, it's a fire. My goodness. Okay, next we're going to add our sentiment. I don't really think we need foam tape for this, only because I don't want to cut it out. Because we've got foam there. See how we have foam there. We have our candle there, so let's put our sentiment right there. Where is my glue? Here it is. Okay. Dot, 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 dot. It's spooky season. Just right there. I need to learn to do this with my cards straight. There we go. Oh, there we have it. A very simple, very time-consuming card, especially if you're not used to stencils, especially layered stencils. But y'all saw me do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Woo, wasn't that fun? Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. I hope you really enjoyed this card. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Anyways, thank you so much.